Welcome to Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm your host, Nate Tanner. On this show, we use the Triggator triangle, budget, save, and pay off debt to help you build a spending plan that fits your life, grow your savings with purpose, and knock out debt with confidence. And today, we're talking about something that is quietly draining your paycheck and your peace of mind: subscriptions. From streaming services to fitness apps, meal kits to monthly mystery boxes, subscriptions are everywhere. And while some spark joy, others just siphon dollars. But here's the twist. This episode isn't about restriction. It's about strategy. Because canceling everything isn't the answer. The real win? Learning how to audit your subscriptions with a joy versus value filter. Reassigning the money you find to part of your peace of mind funds or debt payoff, and build a purpose plan that supports your goals without sacrificing the things that matter most. Here's a quick stat to kick us off. According to a study by Rocket Money, the average American spends $133 a month on subscriptions, and nearly half of those go unused. That's over $1,500 a year in money that's not building your future. It's just floating. So whether you're drowning in digital memberships, wondering where your paycheck went, or just tired of the cancel everything advice, this episode is your reset. We're going to walk through how to run a quarterly subscription audit using the joy versus value filter, reassign found money to your peace of mind funds or debt payoff, and create a purpose plan for recurring expenses that spark progress. Because reclaiming your paycheck isn't about guilt, it's about clarity. And when your money flows with intention, your life flows. Let's get into it. The joy versus value filter, how to audit subscriptions without guilt. Let's start with a truth bomb. Subscriptions are sneaky. They slip into your spending plan quietly. Just $6.99 here, $12.99 there. And before you know it, they're draining your paycheck like Lex Luthor drains Metropolis. According to WAP's 2025 Subscription Economy Report, the average consumer now holds 3 paid prescriptions, up from just 2.4 just a year ago, a 25% increase. And here's the kicker. 39% of global subscribers plan to cancel at least one subscription this year due to fatigue and lack of value. But this episode isn't about canceling everything. It's about auditing with intention, because some subscriptions, they spark joy. Some, they spark progress. And some, they just spark confusion when you see them on your statement. That is where the joy versus value filter comes in. Step 1, list every subscription. Start by pulling up your bank statements. List every recurring charge, streaming service, fitness app, software tools, monthly boxes, memberships. If it hits your account more than once, it goes on the list. Don't judge it yet, just list it. Step 2, apply the joy versus value filter. Now, go line by line and ask 2 questions. Does this spark joy? Some things to think. Is it entertainment, hobbies, family fun, things that add variety and happiness to your life? Question number 2, does it provide value? Think about things like productivity, health, education, financial wellness, or peace of mind. If the answer is yes to both, keep it. If it's yes to one, consider it. If it's no to both, cancel it. This isn't about guilt, it's about alignment. Your spending plan should reflect your values, not your autopilot. Let me give you a real-life example that I call the Superman subscription shift. I'm a huge fan of Superman. I always have been. I've watched everything Superman related, even the obscure 1980s Superboy series that no one seems to remember. I can name just about every actor who's donned the red cape. A while back, I had an itch to rewatch the old Smallville series. I found it on Hulu, and since my kids already had Disney Plus, I upgraded to the bundle. It was a small price bump, and I didn't mind a few ads. Commercial breaks were a part of life growing up in the 80s. I moved some of the entertainment money around in my spending plan to adjust for the new Disney Plus price. And I loved watching Smallville. It took me back to some really fun moments that I truly enjoyed. But when I finished the series, I glanced around Hulu and realized there was nothing else I wanted to watch. No joy, no value, just noise. So I canceled it. Back to my standard Disney Plus. And that money, it got reassigned to another entertainment item that actually did spark joy. Here's a bonus filter, the would I buy it again test. Ask yourself, if I saw this subscription today, would I sign up again? If the answer is no, that's your clue. You're not just paying for a service, you're paying for a decision you made months or maybe even years ago. What to do with found money. We're going to get into this just a little bit more later, but just to give you a quick little taste, once you've canceled the subscription that no longer serves you, don't let the money float. Reassign it. Add it to your peace of mind funds. Use it to pay off debt. Maybe even boost your fund for guilt-free joy. Because every dollar you reclaim is a dollar you can lead. Remember the 1960s Batman series? The Cape Crusader always had the perfect tool for the job. Bat shark repellent, anyone? Who remembers that? His utility belt wasn't cluttered with junk. It was packed with purpose. Your spending plan should work the same way. Every subscription is a tool. If it's not helping you fight financial chaos or sparking joy or doing something positive in your life, it doesn't belong on your belt. Reassigning found money from autopilot to purpose. So, you've streamlined your subscriptions. You've canceled the ones that didn't spark joy or provide value. Now, you've got a little extra breathing room in your paycheck. Maybe $10, maybe $25, even $50 a month. Here's the key. Don't let that money drift, because unassigned dollars don't just sit quietly. They wander. They get spent on impulse buys, random upgrades, or the next shiny subscription that promises to change your life. Instead, let's talk about how to reassign that money with purpose to your peace of mind funds or your debt payoff plan. First tip, pick a purpose that matches your season. Ask yourself, what does my financial life need most right now? If you're feeling anxious about surprise expenses, then feed your emergency fund. If you've got seasonal costs coming up, boost your alligator fund. If you're craving just a little bit more guilt-free joy, assign it to your fund. If debt is weighing you down, throw it at your current snowball or avalanche target. This isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. Tip number 2, automate the reassignment. Once you've chosen where the money goes, make it automatic. Set up a recurring transfer from your savings account. Schedule a debt payment. Create a calendar reminder to move it manually if needed. Because automation turns good intention into consistent action. According to a 2024 study by the Financial Health Network, people who reassign found money within 48 hours are 3 times more likely to hit their savings goal, 2 times more likely to reduce debt within 6 months, and 4 times more likely to stick to their spending plan long term. Tip number 3, track your wins visually. Create maybe just a simple tracker in your spending plan that shows you where your reclaimed dollars are going. It could look something like a table where you list the subscription, the monthly cost, what your status is, like if it's canceled, paused, or kept, and then where you reassign to. It could have a line something like Hulu, $14.99, canceled, fund. Audible, $11.99, paused, debt payoff. Fitness app, $9.99, kept. This isn't just bookkeeping, it's motivation. It's proof that your decisions are building momentum. As James Clear writes in Atomic Habits, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Reassigning found money is a system. It's how you turn canceled subscriptions into financial progress. It's how you stop drifting and start directing. The purpose plan mindset, leading your subscriptions like a CFO. Let's shift gears just a little bit. A while ago, we talked about how you're the CFO of your spending plan. You're the CFO of your financial life, and you need to make those decisions to meet your financial goals. So now that you've audited your subscriptions, you've canceled the ones that didn't serve you, you've reassigned the found money to your peace of mind funds or your debt payoff, now it's time to talk about the ones you kept and put them through your CFO analysis. Because not every recurring expense needs to be cut. Some spark joy, some support your goals, some make life easier, healthier, or more connected. But here's the mindset shift. If it's going to stay on your spending plan, it needs to earn its spot. It needs to be part of your purpose plan. Imagine your spending plan like a team. Every subscription is a player. Some of them are starters. Some of them, they're bench warmers. Some, they're just taking up space on the roster. Your job as CFO of your life is to coach that team with clarity. Ask yourself, what role does this subscription play? Is it helping me grow, connect, or lead? Is it just filling time or fueling progress? If it's not contributing to the mission, it's not on the team. According to a 2025 survey by Deloitte, 58% of consumers forget to cancel subscriptions they no longer use, and 32% aren't sure if they're getting value from the ones that they keep. That's not just wasted money, that's wasted opportunity. So here's how to lead your subscription with purpose. Assign each one a role. Is it for health, productivity, connection, or growth? And yes, even some entertainment. Track usage and impact. Are you actually using it? Is it helping? Revisit quarterly. Look, your goals are going to change, and so your plan should too. Bundle with intention. Don't just chase discounts, chase alignment. And if a subscription no longer fits your season, rotate it out, pause it, and replace it with something that does. In Parks and Recreation, Andy Dwyer starts out as a lovable mess. No job, no plan, just vibes. But over time, he upgrades. He becomes a shoe shiner, a security guard, and eventually a children's performer named Johnny Karate. He doesn't change overnight. He evolves with purpose. That's your purpose plan. Your subscriptions aren't just conveniences. They're tools. They're systems. They're part of your evolution from autopilot spender to intentional leader. So channel your inner Andy. Keep the ones that help you grow. Upgrade the ones that support your mission. And kick out the ones that are just eating snacks in your spending plan. You made it to the end of Subscription Strategy Shift. And if you're still here, you're not just trimming your spending plan, you're leading it. In this episode, we walk through how to run a quarterly subscription audit using a joy versus value filter, how to reassign found money to peace of mind funds or debt payoff, and how to build a purpose plan for recurring expenses that spark progress. Because here's the truth, your subscriptions aren't just charges, they're choices. And when you lead those choices with clarity, your spending plan doesn't just shrink, it strengthens. Today's challenge is simple but powerful. Pick one subscription to audit this week. Ask, does this spark joy? Does this provide value? And would I buy it again today? If it doesn't pass the filter, cancel it. Then reassign that money to your emergency fund, alligator fund, fund, or debt payoff. Even if it's just $5, assign it, because every dollar you lead is a dollar that builds your future. Got a subscription you finally canceled, a purpose plan that helped you breathe easier, or a reassignment win that made your spending plan feel stronger? Tell me about it. Email me at podcast@Triggator.com, or you can message me on Instagram, Facebook, or X at Triggator. If this episode helped you reclaim your paycheck with clarity, follow the show so your next financial win doesn't float away. Leave a review, especially if this helped you ditch guilt and lead with strategy. Share this episode with a friend who's tired of subscription clutter and ready to lead their money. And don't forget to follow @Triggator for behind the scenes content, encouragement, and a few memes that might just make your day. Coming up next time, the Paycheck personality test, what your spending style says about you. Ever wonder why some people love spreadsheets and others avoid their bank app like it's haunted? Next time, we're diving into 4 Paycheck personalities: the planner, the floater, the firefighter, and the free spirit, and how each one interacts with the Triggator triangle. You'll learn how to identify your natural money tendencies and build a spending plan that works with your personality, not against it. Because when you stop fighting your wiring and start leading with your strengths, your money doesn't just behave, it builds. Your spending plan isn't a budget, it's a blueprint. And every subscription you audit, every dollar you reassign, every decision you lead, it's a brick in the foundation of your financial future. So lead with clarity, spend with purpose, and remember, you're not just canceling, you're reclaiming. Thanks for listening to Master Your Money, Budgeting, Saving, and Debt-Free Living. I'm your host, Nate Tanner. See you next time.